Hello, Taurus. This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot, here to look at your week ahead. Starting December 8th, 2025. Taurus, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. I appreciate you. Of course, the deck I am using will be listed in the description box. Not reading any reversals. I'm just going to shuffle this deck out real good. Energetically, grab all the messages for you, Taurus, this week, and we shall begin. Give me all the messages for Taurus. All the messages for my bulls. All right, let's give it a cut, Taurus, and begin your messages for the week. And we're going to start off with the first card of energy for you. And we're going to begin with the major arcana, the Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor means, in terms of how I read it, Taurus, that this is a control situation, that you're the one who's going to be in control. The Emperor is all about authority, okay, leadership. It could be that you're promoted, asked to lead over others. Could be some sort of court dealings that you're dealing with this week. And of course, if you are, it'll be in your favor. And then, of course, the gentleman here, the character, would represent, in terms of how I read, connected to you as in terms of a father figure, now over in spirit. And they may have had some sort of attachment to the court system or served some sort of time in the military. All right. So it's about you being in control of your own energies this week. You know, the focus will be on you. Not like you're, going to be dissing anybody else. It's just that you're going to be paying more attention to the activities of what you do, on your own this week. Following the Emperor, now we have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles just represents money. This is one of my big money cards here. Of course, it would be the boss in the workplace environment. And didn't I just say that someone could be promoted? Okay, that could be that promotion that comes with the big dividends. So yes, it could be a job offer, anything related to any types of businesses. You can see the lady here with her children in front of her vegetable stand. She's making that money. So the boss in the workplace environment, the creditors, anything related to any types of businesses, pay raises, bonus money, job offers, and so forth. Okay. It could also be how people see you in terms of your own accountability, credibility, always willing to help out, Taurus, those in need, never coming across as stingy or selfish. You like the finer things in life as well. Okay. So big money. Yep. Here we go. Up next is the Page of Pentacles. This is the card that would represent someone being offered a job. It mirrors over here to this Emperor, and, pages always start things off, so it could be a birth of a business idea, or it could be how you see your money situation could be turning around for the better, okay? Following the Page of Pentacles, now we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is the father of all love. You can see he's there with his children and the dog there. Very loving, caring, nurturing, very supportive. This usually represents older, mature males. So it could be your father, your husband, your uncle, your grandfather, older brother, that sort of thing. But if you receive this card, I always talk about, if it's in your spread, then you may already be receiving that energy from those that are near and dear. Pay attention to your intuition, because this King of Cups is also good in helping you to pay attention to your intuition, or focus on what is best for you moving forward. And also the King of Cups has the ability to bring together, form new platonic relationships as well as romantic partnerships. Up next, now we have the Page. We have another Page here, so the Pages start things off. This is a card that usually represents something happening very, very fast for you, Taurus. And because it's a court card, it could represent an actual person coming to you to deliver some sort of good news, right? To put a smile on your face, always an element of surprise. The Pages, like I said, can start things off, so there still could be a pursuit of a hobby or creative pursuit, and it could be, an actual relationship. Could be platonic or romantic. It all depends on you and your situation. All right, following the Page of Wands, now we have the Eight of Pentacles. See, it's all about that money for you guys this week. Paying attention to the details of the work that you are doing, Taurus. Okay, this also too would represent a job offer, again, promotion, contract offer, anything related to business, balanced energy. All right, so we got the Eight of Pentacles, pay raises, bonus money. Up next, now we have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups here is a little bout of disappointment, and I don't place too much emphasis on the Five of Cups, but because I use this particular deck, I see different things here. Now, you could be the bull that I'm reading for. She's leaned over a tombstone, okay? You got the pet there. Of course, you got the 3 flower pots that are standing, 2 are knocked over. So she's sad about something. So this still could be a week for any bull that I'm reading for. Memorializing, paying visits to cemeteries or whatnot to, loved ones. Could be, pets and whatnot. Now, you don't have to physically visit the cemetery, but you could. But it could be that you're just thinking about them. Almost like the Six of Cups in terms of memorializing someone. But I feel that there's someone here who could be just thinking about a loved one who has passed, maybe visiting a cemetery. That may be the sadness or disappointment brought on by the Five of Cups. But if it's not that and doesn't, affect you or impact you, it could be that, I always say the Five of Cups will represent children. If you have children, it could be your romantic partner, it could be someone else in the family, it could be a friend. Okay. Following the Five of Cups here for you, Taurus, now we have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is right underneath the King of Cups. And it's the exact same energy that I said, but this would represent older, mature females. So again, in the group of cards, if, you receive it in your spread, you may already be receiving that energy from those near and dear from you. Pay attention definitely to your intuition. She's the type of individual where she's definitely loving, caring, nurturing, supportive. And you could also be the bull that I'm reading for that just, works in the support of helping others. It could be in your line of work. It could be anything in terms of volunteering. You're just interested in helping people, because that's what you do. You care about others. And it could also be relative to any, animals or anything like that. All right, so on top of the Page of Wands here for you, we have the World card. World card is the major arcana. You have 5 women here. And oftentimes when I use this deck, like I said before, I see different things. It may be a meeting of the minds for some female bulls that I'm reading for. And it could be just a get together or girls' night out or something like that. Here they're gathered around. Together they're doing a quilt. Okay, so it could be that, but the World card by itself still would represent opportunities that may be coming your way. It definitely would represent a chapter that is ending for you, Taurus. A new chapter is about to spring up, and then also too, it represents all forms of relationships. On top of the Eight of Pentacles, now we have the Wheel of Fortune. So you have another major arcana, and this is regarded as one of my big money cards. So the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ten of Pentacles are my major big money cards. So this is a card that would represent having not only a stroke of luck, but also an opportunity for big money to come your way. So if you're the risk-taking bull that likes to do the casino runs, the gambling and whatnot, just play responsibly. Now, I see different things by using this deck here. We have a tire. So it could be just a bull that I'm reading for simply purchasing a new set of tires here, right? Okay, you see the tire rolling here. But outside of that information, could be taking your car to the service station to have some sort of repairs to your tires or buy a whole new set of tires. It doesn't have to be a whole new set. It could be just a tire or two. Anyway, Wheel of Fortune is on your side, fate and destiny. So something could auspiciously happen or occur for you that you were fated to have happen to you, or it was destined for you. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. On top of the Five of Cups, now we have the major arcana, the Death card. Okay, so just similar to the World card that it mirrors, but in a stronger emphasis. It never means physical death. It just means major life transformation. Whatever it is that's going on for you is coming to an end if what you can identify gets replaced with something new. The most simplest thing that I always address or place on the death card is that you could just be, getting rid of accumulated clutter, just trying to free up some space. On top of the Queen of Cups here, and your last card, now we have a Major Arcana, the Strength card. Taurus, please pay attention to this reading here, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas in this spread, okay? And look at this, the last 4 cards were major arcanas. So even though she's sitting in the wheelchair, I think the emphasis of the creator of this deck basically wanted to put out or express that, hey, you know what? No matter what you're going through, you could be disabled or whatever, you still are strong enough to overcome any obstacles or challenges. And I feel that that's what this is. This card will still represent a great deal of passion, a great deal of intensity. Okay. Coming across feeling like a winner here. This is the Major Arcana, the Strength card. So yes, anything that you are dealing with this week in terms of challenges or obstacles, you will have the Strength card here to help overcome that. 10 of Wands, 2 10s in a reading automatically would indicate to me that there's something very special that's also about to occur. But again, I read this card. This is one of my busy bee cards, but I read this card. If you look at the character here, she's frantic. We have the clock on the wall. There's the phone ringing. And then apparently she's either 2 things or several things could come out of this. Either she forgot a deadline in terms of a work assignment, or she forgot to do something else. Okay. But it's all time. I think it's all time based here. 10 o'clock is on the clock here. And it's like, oh my God, I forgot to blah, 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 fill in the blanks. But this is just usually how I read the 10 of Wands, one of my busy bees. So some of you may be just going through the week being extremely busy, doing the things that you need to take care of that's either on your plate or things that crop up along the way. Okay. So this is what I have for you this week, Taurus. Just keep in mind it's me just interpreting these messages here for you. Take what's going to work for you. Leave the rest alone. But before you leave, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Have a safe, great week ahead. Don't forget to always come back here to get more of these messages from me, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.